I opened your plan in my copy of Pro 2019. I'm going to take this roof plane and send it up a floor. Just a plan view change. By the way, that dashed line there shows that the roof plane's set too low. Maybe that was intentional. Further illustrate that, I'll do a cross section and you'll see that the ceiling is coffered and that dashed line shows up right there where the flat ceiling is interrupted by the shed roof. I know you got a tight spot here with this window, but it needs to, unless you intend to have a coffered ceiling, or you can lower the flat ceiling in this room, whatever you choose, or you can raise the roof plane. That's what that indicates. Now, in terms of the fascia soffit problem, I assume that's what you're talking about. And it's pretty simple and straightforward. You just open the roof plane and go to the structure tab of that roof plane, and you'll see that the, see, where's the rafter? Okay. Okay. Well, I'm surprised. You've got your rafters set at 2x4, so that shouldn't be showing. Usually you get that kind of a condition of separation when the rafter is taller than the fascia. That's not the case in this case. Of course, only you know what these settings are supposed to be, but you want to know what's causing that. And so what I'm going to do is go back to plan view, and I'm going to shift select all the roof planes. I got them all on the same floor. We'll go over there, click on the icon to make it active, press the shift key, left click drag. Now they're all selected. Excuse me. I'm going to go over the structure tab. 2x4 ridge. That's ridiculous. 3/4 by 8. That's not structurally sound enough to be a ridge beam. That's between you and your maker. Trying to see what these settings are, the ones that are causing the anomaly. And I didn't expect them to be set the way that they are set, but there's no such thing as a 2-inch thick rafter anywhere in the world. It's always 1.5 inches, unless I guess it could be rough sawn lumber and be that dimension, but let's make that 4 subfascia. So, okay, those are set the same. I'm going to make these both the same. 7.25. Let's see if that made any difference, and it did. See, now the gap is closed. The software always and only does what it's set to do. So if there's an unwanted outcome, it's always settings that are the culprit. All I did was just make the fascia, gable and eave, thicker than the rafters. That's all, and that's what you didn't have before. Okay. Next thing of that. Okay, that's the one I handled there. I couldn't find anything wrong with those stairs. I looked at them. Let's see, I didn't look at this floor. Wow, that's steep. I never looked at that. That's incredibly steep. I don't think that any inspector worth his salt would approve that. I mean, that's a ladder. That's not a staircase. You're going to have to, you know, let's see, click on this stair. You can see the rise angle. Well, but this is too steep. It's 41. That's almost a 45-degree angle. Won't pass code. No, that's no good. You have to add more risers and redesign these stairs so that someone can actually traverse them. In terms of this railing up here, I think that's what you were talking about over here under, not that, but the attic's unfinished space. Couldn't seem to turn off the railing. Yeah, okay. Well, let's just take a look at that. We'll go up to the third floor, which the attic is, the program's attic is up here, but that's not what you're talking about. I'm assuming you're talking about this space. And I'm just going to shift select those walls there and make them invisible and see what happens. See, this little invisible wall connects this island room, and it shouldn't adversely affect it. Take another look, see if it actually, the hole disappears. Well, that blasted. Turn that off. See, the hole's still there. I don't know why you said what you said. I hadn't tried it before to see if that was true, but I just now did, and it's not true. Maybe you're talking about the view from down here. Let's see. Well, that didn't work. Let me stand right here, and then we'll use the tilt camera tool. There it is. Let me keep that camera. I'm going to go back. Keep in mind that this stairwell, the way you designed it, won't pass code. If it's in the house, well, perhaps they'll leave it alone on a grandfather basis. But if you're planning to build that staircase, forget about it. Well, that didn't do anything. Go up a floor. Try this again while I'm watching. I missed a couple. In a camera view, it's not that hard to miss out on. That's not what I want. I want the walls. I'm not getting the walls. Yeah, the hole in the floor is still there. Not quite sure why I can't see it. I'm probably looking at the wrong angle. That's down, so okay, we got a doorway. That's probably why I can't see it, because the door's in the way. Oh, there it is. You know, the hole's there. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't always have to use walls. You could, I think in Pro you can do this, and Cheap you can. I'm going to draw a polyline there and then convert it to, no, I don't see it. Maybe, I guess you can't do it in Pro. Never mind. In Premiere, you can just draw a polyline and convert it to a hole in the ceiling or a hole in the roof or whatever you want. Anyway, there's nothing wrong. And in terms of this stairway down here, I think you did a good job on it. I don't know what your complaint is. That's nice and clean. Now, I assume you don't want railing on this side. I mean, like balusters and newel posts and so forth. And you want it to disappear into the wall there, and it does. Oops. I hate that when it happens. So there's not very much space there, part of the problem. But to me, that looks like it's a good job. But if you wanted a handrail over here, you could draw one with a slope soffit. You could put a slope soffit up here to extend the railing and just have it look like a railing. There's better tools for that sort of thing in Cheap Premiere, but I don't see anything wrong with this. I'd say well done. Of course, I don't know exactly what you wanted that you don't think you got, but anyway, that's all I can tell you about this plan file. Thanks for sharing it. Talk to you later.